Prepare your surface. Make sure your surface is clean and dry and free of any debris. Apply a coat of gesso if necessary. This time we would like to share about the plaster and fillers, combs and forks to use for the textured painting. First of all, mix your plaster or filler with water according to the instructions. Mix it to a consistency that is thick but still spreadable. Then apply the plaster or the filler using a palette knife or putty knife to the surface in the desired pattern or texture. You can create lines or swirls or dots or any other texture that you like. Let the plaster or filler dry. Allow the plaster or filler to dry completely. This may take several hours or maybe overnight. Once the plaster or filler is dry, you can paint over with acrylic or oil. You can choose to paint the entire surface with or just part of it, depending on the effect you want to make. Then experiment with different textures and colors to create the effect you want. You can also use multiple layers of plaster or filler to create a more complex texture. There are many tools that can be used to create texture in a painting aside from a comb. There are some examples. Sponge. A sponge can be used to create a variety of textures from soft and subtle to rough and grainy. Toothbrush. A toothbrush can be used to create small speckles or splatters of paint. Dip the toothbrush in paint and flick it into the surface to create sparkles. Stencils can be used to create a repeating pattern or design. Place the stencil on the surface, apply paint with a sponge or brush to create a textured effect. A palette knife can be used to create a thick, bold strokes of paint. Apply the paint with the palette knife and use it to create texture and movement in the paint. Drywall tape can be used to create a raised texture in the paint. Apply the tape to the surface and then apply the paint over it. Once the paint is dry, remove the tape to reveal the textured effect. It is amazing. A fork can be used to create fine linear texture on the paint. Dip the tines of the fork into the paint and drag it across the surface to create lines. Comb and forks can be used in a similar way, but the ridges can be different when it appears on the canvas. These are just a few examples of many tools that can be used to create texture in a painting. Experiment with different materials and techniques to find the one that works best for you. It is exciting to share with you, and I hope you'll do your own experiments with your creativity.